Graham and Steve just moved a big rock, pulled it up, and they're cleaning out the bottom here. And just when I thought they weren't going to get anything out of that crevice, look at that. What's up guys, it's AJ from 79 Prospecting, and we are back for 2019. We got a busy day planned for you guys. We're going to be testing out the new Gold Hog Stream Sluice with its epic Gold Hog matting. So we're going to be pretty busy with that today. And in order to feed it, we're going to be running everything through our new 1/2-inch classifier from Arbor Fabricators. This thing is built like a tank and I am super excited. Let's go ahead and start digging and find some big gold. Man, it is a windy day today. I always get a little worried when I'm out here when it's this windy. There's no leaves on the trees, a lot of weak tree branches and trees themselves. It's kind of dangerous, so you got to be really aware of where you're at, and if you hear a loud noise, look up and watch out. Well, Steve and Buddy are pretty busy here.
Digging gold.
That's right.
That's right, baby. It's gold in these hills.
Heck yeah, there is. And Buddy, this is your first time out panning, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Yep. He's having an amazing day. I'll show you what he found at the end of the day. This was my last test pan here. Look at that chunk in the middle. That's a nice little picker. A couple of nice specks at the top. Looking really good. All right, so we got our shovelful here. We got some bigger rocks, smaller rocks, some clay on the bottom. We can go ahead and just put it in there. All right. I'm just doing this with one hand. Because of some clay, I usually put my hand in and kind of bust up the bigger clay pieces like that. There you go, perfectly clean, looking really good there. And normally when you're panning, that's essentially, you know, half a pan material. You do it twice and that's it. So you spend a lot of time panning. Here I'm just filling up this entire bucket and then we feed our sluice box with it. All right, let's go ahead and take our classified bucket over to our sluice box and see what we can find. All right, you made it. Let's go ahead and start feeding the sluice. All right, here's our Gold Hog sluice. Nice flare section here. The Gold Hog matting, which is world famous. Best thing to catch all kinds of gold, especially the fine stuff. So here's our classified material. So I'm trying to keep it simple. I'm just hand feeding it very quickly. I'm using one hand right now because I'm holding the camera. But normally, I'll just use two hands. And I can get through this bucket in about a minute or two, so it's pretty fast. So this is how I normally feed it, with two hands like this. I typically have a lot of clay, so that's why I like to kind of work it through. If I don't have a trauma or anything like that, I don't want a big ball of clay to hit the flare, roll down the sluice box, and possibly catch some gold along the way and take it out of the sluice box. And that's how easy it is. So, you know, as basic as classifying the material and running it through a sluice box, most people say you can't run a lot of material that way. It all depends on how quickly you can classify. And this Arbor classifier, it does the job. It's really good. So I think it might change the way how I test out these new areas. Remember a little while ago I was telling you about the wind, and when you hear a loud noise, watch out? Yeah, that just happened. That snapped. The tree fell. My buddy Graham was panning. Right there. Be aware of your surroundings when you're outside, guys.
Graham and I were digging with a metal detector. We raked the leaves off of the stream, and we were digging with a metal detector. We knew there was a hit and we kept digging, and the hit ended up in my pan, and he said since it was in my pan, I could keep it, and that's a 1 ounce nugget. I'll show it to you in a minute.
Wow. These things happen, guys. They happen for real. Doesn't happen often, but it's cool to hear the stories from the legends. Graham and Steve just moved a big rock, pulled it up, and they're cleaning out the bottom here. Our 2 p.m. nugget may be coming from here. Graham, pretty close to where he's at right now, found a crevice with 1.5 ounces of gold. No joke, 1.5 ounces. That's the stuff that gold painters dream about. And just when I thought they weren't going to get anything out of that crevice, Steve brought this over. Look at that. That is a gorgeous nugget. And unlike a lot of the gold that we find in this area, it's really flat. Look at that. Nice staining on it. Oh. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Very nice. All right, I've been painting now for about 5 or 6 hours using this classifier. I've been having so much fun. I haven't shot a lot of video, but this thing's working really well. And we're working some really tough material, lots of clay, decomposed bedrocks. It's not just, you know, light paydirt. This is heavy duty stuff, and it's holding up really well. And I've processed maybe, you know, 10 to 15 buckets of classified material because of this. That's pretty sweet. So the first thing I noticed is this thing is welded together beautifully. Nice strong welds here all the way around, and that's where it sits on the bucket. The handle is welded, and it's really thick, which is nice, and it's nice and smooth. So when you're shaking it like this and twisting it in your bucket, you don't get tired. Like I said, I've classified over 10 buckets of material with this today, and I'm not tired at all. My back's a little sore, but my arms aren't tired, and it's holding up really well. But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I mean, there's over probably 15, 20 specs in there.
That is good.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, it's time to shut down for the day. We'll take our weight off. Sluice is going downstream. Shut the water off. Nice. All right, so that's about 10 to 15 buckets of material all day, and that's what we're left with. It's not too bad.
Nah, it looks good, man.
Here's that ball marker, yeah. All right, we're taking a look at Buddy's clean out, his first time out, and check that out. That's awesome. That is a great day painting. Take a look at Steve's clean out for the day, looking good. All right, and here is Graham's gold. Lots of fine gold all the way around. Of course, a beautiful big nugget.
What a great way to start off 2019. Amazing first trip of the year. The Gold Hog Stream Sluice worked flawlessly, no issues there. And that Arbor Fabricating classifier, that's the real deal. It's a game changer. I've seen it in some other channels. I had to test it out, and guys, it's the real deal. No joke. That works like a beast. I put a link and discount code down in the video description if you're interested in checking it out. They do all kinds of custom work as well, so highly, highly recommend it. I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you for sticking with me even through the slower winter season. I know I lost a couple people along the way, but really thank everyone that stuck with me. We got a lot of videos coming out, so I really appreciate your support. We're going to go ahead and roll the credits, but stay tuned because at the end, I got a little preview of our next video. So until next time, I will see you later. On our next trip, we check out a new area with some amazing looking hardpack. We dig all the way to the bottom and find a little surprise at the end.
Eli, pick it up. Oh, that's a little nugget.